Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kaylee if you're new here, and I make videos on plant motherhood. Today we are going to be repotting my beautiful black coral sands. I have been wanting one of these for forever, and my husband finally found one for me for my birthday back in December, and so it's just kind of been chilling because I didn't want to have to repot it or mess with it while winter was happening. So recently, actually, I had a dream that I was going to go plant pot shopping, and I decided to check out some of the websites, and I was able to find some in store in the sizes that I needed. So I'm going to share a few of those things. I really think that I scored big. I didn't spend all that much, and I got some really pretty things. So I'm going to share those, and then we'll get to the repotting. So one of the first pots that I saw online was this beautiful little fern pot. I just love it so much. It doesn't have a hole in it, but that's okay because I have drill bits and I just make my own holes, so I have no problem with that. That one I think I paid like $5 for. Everything was 50% off, and I know they have like smaller pots kind of like those, but I found some decently sized pots, so I think I'm going to share those with you. This one is a little ceramic pot. I just loved the little detail. I'm not sure what I'm going to put in it, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make a hole in this one. My husband says that they have drill bits for ceramic, but I don't know if I want to deal with all of that. I might just put like a little cactus in there, something that doesn't require a whole lot of water. I got this one, which is pretty plain, but I'm very simple, and you just can't go wrong with a size this big. And for the price, I paid $10. It is a 10-inch pot, and this one did come with a hole in it. So I could obviously drill some more bits into it, and I probably will, just depending on what I put in it. But I also found this one. So this is bigger. This one is 12 inches, bigger hole in it, but this is what my sands is going to go in. And I'm just going to do some well draining soil in this, just because I know how they are when you overwater. And to be quite frank with you, I think I need to order some more drill bits. I don't think I have any fresh ones, and they get dull pretty quick, but thankfully they're super inexpensive. I will link down below the ones that I use, and if I can find the pots online, I will link those down below for you guys as well. Okay, so I hope you guys don't mind the angle. I just want you guys to be able to see everything. I may have to switch you again, and that's totally fine. But right now I'm going to start mixing a little bit of organic perlite. I use this Espoma brand. I have to get it off Amazon because I can't find it in stores. And then I really like the Nature's Care organic and natural potting mix. If I'm being completely honest, I think since the last time that I've purchased this, the price has doubled. It's still pretty affordable, but I'm a little sad to see that it like bumped up from $8 to $15. Either way, it's done me pretty well, and I do use the perlite to kind of thin it out a bit because it does have the water conservation blend or whatever it is that makes it hold a little bit more water. So because this is a sands, I definitely don't want to overwater it, and then with the fact that this only has one little hole in it, obviously I don't want to have to deal with overwatering. Okay, so a couple things that I'm going to do before I quite get started. It is spraying down the pot with a little bit of hydrogen peroxide. Of course, you can always wash it out, and I have, but this is just more of a preventative type of spray. And then on top of that, I am going to do a little bit of my DIY plant pesticide. I do have a recipe that I did in the very first video I did on my channel, so I will link that down below as well. You guys can go check it out. And then that way I'm running out. I need to make some more actually. And if you're wondering why I'm doing this inside, I don't know if you guys can see, I have a bunch of food on the floor that my toddler spilt. So it's already messy. I have to clean it anyways. And it's really cloudy and kind of ugly outside, so I didn't want to have to mess around with it too much. Hi, Nova. I'm gonna add some perlite. With this, you really should be careful if you are new to using perlite. It can be very, very powdery, and it is not good for it to get into your lungs. So just keep that in mind. I think I might have to dump some of that out so it doesn't get in there. Kind of powdery. And then I'm actually just gonna grab my glove real quick because I don't want to have to touch all of that. And this just makes for a much, excuse me, this just makes for a much, much better drainage. So it won't hold too much water in. And I like to fully soak all of my plants whenever I water them. I just get anxious that it's not all gonna get wet, so I usually run some water in it like two or three times. It's just my preference, but I mix well enough that I know that it's not going to hold any extra if it doesn't need to. I'm gonna set that aside. I'm going to put this on its side and hope that I don't break any of its beautiful leaves or the root system. How I'm gonna get this out. I just pull it. Will you be strong enough for me to pull it? My cats are like, what the heck is this crazy lady doing? Oh, it's still a little moist. Great. Take the soil out. This is gonna vacuum most of the soil, but since it's wet, I probably shouldn't. I probably should just sweep it up and then go over so I don't get too much moisture in my vacuum cleaner. So pretty. I love them so much. So many little babies coming in. So I did hear that they like to be tightly wound, and I know that this pot that I'm going to be putting them into is a little bit bigger than that, but that's fine because they can actually break the pot if you don't give them enough room. And this little one, all these little babies look like they're really trying to push through, so I think it's necessary anyway. It's not just for aesthetics anymore. But let's see. That's pretty good. Oh, sorry. Look at those. Look at so many of these big fat ones. I love it. husband's gonna watch this video and he's gonna be like, you did this in the kitchen. Okay, so now to fill in all of these little empty spots. Hope I'm not gonna run out of soil. Just adding a little bit of the perlite to that top layer. I'm spilling perlite everywhere. I'm a mess. You guys, please don't ever expect me to have my crap together because I probably won't. But I'm just adding a little bit more where I just feel like it's a little bit sparse, especially since I didn't pre-mix soil before I added in the top. But I just kind of assumed I was going to use up the rest of this. And I'll have to stop at Home Depot. So, here we go. Could use a little bit more soil, so I may have to, but in all honesty, I'm not like super concerned or anything. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.